What's good, YouTube? This is Black Otaku once again. And to all the supposed Sonic fans, and I know I've said this in my previous video, seriously, you guys are still complaining? Oh, wow, the demo's only a minute long to play. It's like, they do that for a reason. Hence the name, it's a demo, you geniuses. Seriously, it's like, come on. It's like, believe me, I ain't gonna lie, that does get very annoying. They did this once on the Dreamcast with with Sonic Adventure 1, I think. Well, they gave me this, it came with the Mega Pack, it came in the bundle. I'm not really sure what it's called, but my memory's a little fuzzy. I just do remember playing a demo for Sonic Adventure, and I almost nearly making it to the goal, but I never made it all the way. I always got stuck right where they do the killer whale chase. And you're chasing, and it's like you just running, you're running, and then I finally make it to the end of that section, and I'm about to run a little bit further into the level, and then it just cuts off, and it goes, "Thanks for playing." And it's like look for Sonic Adventure. It's like at your local store or whatever. I'm sorry. I'm getting off topic, but for real though. It's like, oh, it's too linear. Oh, it's like we're using the same old stages. Shut up. Oh my God. And it's like, be thankful that they're even doing a game at all. And everybody's like, it's too linear. Oh, it's too edgy. Oh, it's too this. Shut up. No other Sonic game has ever been linear. Shut up. Just shut up. Seriously. Be glad that they're even doing this game. And besides, this is exactly what what modern Sonic needed. We needed another game. We needed another game to get everybody, hyped up again. To get Sonic back on its feet. Because the franchise is literally, how do I put this? If I had to compare the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise, I would probably compare it to Cartoon Network. Right now. Well, a few months back before August. Well, Cartoon Network was pretty much is. It's literally Cartoon Network is literally failing in every instance. It's gotten to the point to where they finally realized their mistake with these reboots. First they realized that Teen Titans Go, you pretty much made as much money as you possibly could off of that. And I don't think anyone's going to buy any more merchandise. And I'm pretty sure these kids are really tired of this shit. Quite frankly. And I'm 100% sure. You want to know why? Because my nieces and nephews pretty much told me to their face. They told me to my face that they fucking hate the show now. Because they play it too much. And the jokes are getting repetitive. And thank God someone had some common sense to actually play the original Teen Titans. And some of these kids are getting introduced to the right Titans. They're introduced to these characters, these awesome, dope-ass characters, the right way. But, you know what? I'm not here to talk about Cartoon Network. Let's just say, long story short, Cartoon Network ain't what it used to be. Back in the 90s, it was the shit. But now in 2017, going to 2018, it's pretty much run its course. And it's really limping to the bar, trying to get more shows for it so it can slowly get itself out of that slump. And Sonic's franchise is pretty much in the same boat. And I'm not saying that because they finally decided to actually put a Sonic cartoon on their freaking network, and then eventually got the boot and got sent to Boomerang. And by the way, FYI, I don't fucking get Boomerang. Thanks a lot, Dish. Fucking assholes. Anyway, though, seriously, if you're a true blue Sonic fan, and I mean a real motherfucking fan, I mean a fan that will not fucking complain about shit that ain't here. Seriously, this game is not here. The demo is just a little taste. It's like, what do they say when you get hooked on drugs or something? Not that I'm not trying to compare games to drugs, but I'm just saying. It's like, the first taste is always free. And then you come back wanting more. And I hate to say it, but this is pretty much a thing with games all over the world now, and this is pretty much how the way it's been. And you guys are complaining over a tiny little demo. You act like no demo has ever fucking done this. Shut the fuck up. Seriously. Thank God for people like Dan Rock, because he's actually not really all that worried about the game. He actually has the same philosophy as I do. He wants to play this entire game and then give his opinion, his honest to God opinion. Thank you. Thank you. People like that, we need more people like that. And then there's these people that like to call themselves Sonic fans, and it's like, no. If you're really a true blue Sonic fan, if you really are a Sonic fan, then why are you going out of your way to fucking complain about a game, its gameplay, its level design, its character development? This game is not here yet. No one should even be hearing you talk like that. Better yet, if you're a fucking true blue Sonic fan, you would know that not to complain about some shit that's not here. Wait, for God's sakes. Be patient. Show some support by buying the game. Maybe it'll inspire Sega to do a little bit better. And pretty much all games are just trial and error anyway. I am dead serious. I swear, you guys call yourself fans, but no, you are not fans. You're idiots. You're just too stupid to realize what you're doing. Wait till the game gets here. Play through all of it. And when I mean play through all of it, I don't mean play 3 levels and then give a review saying it sucks or whatever. Play through the entire game from start to finish. I hate to sound like a broken record, but seriously, stop complaining about Sonic Forces. Give it a chance. If you really want to call yourself a fan, then you know what to do. Then everything I'm saying right now does not apply to you. I'm really talking to the people that just like to bash Sonic any chance they get. The game's not even here yet. All I'm saying is quit being a bunch of douchebags and just freaking wait. Cause you can't just make one big and freaking some big freaking judgment over a demo that's only a minute long. Shut up. Seriously. Honestly, you guys are starting to sound a lot like fucking IGN at this point. I know they probably did it for a joke thing, but they didn't really specify that it was a joke. I think the real reason why they fucking bash Sonic is because Sega doesn't pay them to give good reviews. Which is why you always see Mario getting 9s and 10s and all that, even though the games are fucking repetitive. That's like the one thing I will always love about Sonic over Mario. Don't get me wrong, I do like Mario. Not that much, not very much. It's just I only play the games like only played the Mario Kart series, and I officially stopped playing the Mario Party series because Nintendo pretty much took all the joy out of it. Like, oh, it's too competitive. It's like that was the point. That's what we loved about it. Really competitive. Now it's gotten to where everyone's a freaking winner. It's like a bunch of freaking sissies. I swear, nowadays I would rather play the classic N64 versions of Mario Party than play any newer version for the Wii U, or Switch, or whatever they're doing now. And that's all I got to say about that. And one more thing. This is one jab to Nintendo I'm just going to point out. And to all you Nintendo fanboys and all these supposed Sonic fans that like to compare Sonic to Mario so much. Don't get me wrong, I understand and I grasp the concept that back in the 90s that these two were freaking rivals. They still are. It's just Mario's been on top way too freaking long, and it's only because Nintendo fanboys are too afraid to admit that all the games are practically the freaking same. But I mean, you know what? I take it back. Let me correct myself. They're not all the same. It's just the ones that have you play as, that have you playing the Mario Brothers series, like the new Super Mario Brothers or whatever they're calling themselves. Basically, the games that resemble the old classics. It's basically rinse and repeat, and add a small or somewhat insignificant power up or two, and then that's calling it a new game. When the story is basically the same, no matter how you put it. I will admit I did play Super Mario 3D World, and for once they didn't have Peach being kidnapped. But then again, in the end, it was basically the same. And I see Super Mario Odyssey or Mario Odyssey or whatever they're calling it. I will admit that the game does look good, but I refuse to play any more games on Nintendo systems. It seems like the only real games that actually play right are the Mario Kart games or Super Mario games, and it seems like those are the only things that play right. That, and the fact is, you have to understand the main reason why I'm actually getting Sonic Forces and I've already got Sonic Mania, and I'm getting Sonic Forces on the Xbox One. Why? Because I don't know why anyone is buying Sonic Forces on Switch. It's on an inferior system with a weaker processor, and of course, and I actually noticed some of the graphics in that game compared to the higher quality systems, with better processors and everything, actually look a lot better than the Switch. It's like all the graphics are like a little bit darkened and a little blocky a little bit. It's like from frame to frame. It's just weird. It's just a little weird. And a lot of people are going to probably give it bad reviews. Well, the Switch version anyway. I just know the PlayStation 4, PC, and Xbox One games are going to probably be the main are probably going to be the main things that draw people in, because the Switch, yeah, it's new, it's shiny, but the thing is, only Nintendo games truly work on a Switch. You ever notice that you ever just know some of the other games like Skyrim and all that might not function and move as well as you think they would? I was like, who cares if the system is kind of portable and kind of, yeah. But long story short, stop fucking complaining about Sonic Forces. You just played a demo. That's not enough to warrant true judgment or give an honest to God opinion over a tiny little strip of level. That's all you got. He's like, just because it's like that for that one stage doesn't mean it's like that for all the stages, genius. Anyway, though, I'm Black Otaku, and to all the true Blue Sonic fans out there that are not complaining or just waiting patiently and overjoyed to hear, to even get their hands on a copy of the game or digitally download it, all I gotta say is, as soon as this game comes out, and if it's dope, super dope, and I'm not saying, I will admit that it probably will not even come close to where Mania is. I'm just hoping it gets one rating underneath Mania, and that's good enough for me. It's like, so far Mania gets a 9 out of 10 for me as of this moment, because I recently replayed it a little bit more. But I already mentioned my gripes about it in my previous video. So anyway, though, to all the true Blue Sonic fans out there, be true to yourself, and to all the complainers, do us all a big favor and please shut the fuck up and stop fucking complaining. And just get the game, play from start to finish, and then you have the right to whine and bitch about it. Alright? Peace out, bitches.